Thanks for tuning in as I clamor for coins in New Super Mario Bros. 2. I'll be running, jumping, and hoarding my way toward all the gold I could ever wish to obtain. Do me a favor and get a good night's rest. Please. Smiley face. Welcome to one of the few Mario games I've actually never played. This is New Super Mario Bros. 2 on the Nintendo 3DS, playing it on the fancy BricksOBrian, officially made 3DS cover here. And yeah, I've never played the game except for a couple of levels here just to see what the game was all about. I haven't completed it ever, so I figure why not play it for you right here and now. My name is Brian Saviano, aka BricksOBrian, and you know, the whole point of this game is what I am fundamentally not about as a human being. It's all about hoarding as much gold and as much wealth as you possibly can, and using that to get the highest score possible. The Koopalings are here. They are the main enemy of the game. This is right when Nintendo was still all about having the Koopalings be in literally everything. So this is smack dab in the middle of it, and yeah. So this is a sequel to New Super Mario Bros. That came out on the Nintendo DS. So this is a direct sequel to it. 6 worlds in here, so not the traditional 8. And there's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish levels per world here. So you'll see the difference between this type of world in this game compared to how it actually is. So there's a lot more coins everywhere. Typically, getting 100 coins is this big, momentous thing. Not so much in this game. This game is really about just getting all of the money, all of the time, everywhere. So as you saw on the front of the screen there in the very beginning, it showed that I had 3,000 coins. So that is from when I last played, and I actually deleted the save data. I actually formatted, you know, a lot of my games just to clear things out. It's 2020. You want to change things up here. So I cleared that out, and now, you know, I have all sorts of fresh starts here. And you're seeing that, like, yes, I have the time limit up here, of course. You're getting coins for every single time that you destroy an enemy. So, yeah, you're getting a lot of coins in this game. So, yeah, don't be too concerned about missing some coins or anything like that. And for some reason, me jumping on this one platform is so difficult, and there we go. So yeah, you're going for the gold here in every way, shape, and form. And I just got massive deja vu. I don't know why, but I kind of did, and there we go. So lots of coins everywhere. So yeah, getting to the magic 100 is not difficult. You can see all the coins popping out there. So yeah, you do get 1-ups and whatnot, and there's a reason that the 1-ups in this game are actually in triple digits this time around. That is because that's going to happen pretty easily. So we already have 6 on level 1 of World 1. Just for full context for you there, that's what we're working with. And if I just paid attention a little more and actually, you know, landed on the Goombas here, kind of like that, in a way, I would have got an even higher score. But you know what? That's fine. So yeah, I played the first world, maybe, but that's about all I've played. So I'll show you, obviously, the entire game here. You know, it shouldn't take too long to get through, so if you're looking for a pretty solid experience, there you go. It is possible to max out the entirety of the coins that are in there, you know, in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen there. All you get for it is a special gold edition of the statue on the very front of the game, so it's not really anything, you know, too crazy. I wouldn't try to go and do that for yourself unless you really want to, but yeah, it's not something I'm going to be going after. You probably have to replay a ton of the levels over and over again, so, you know, do it at your own leisure if you wanted to. I'm going to try to get this Koopa shell here, if I can. Okay, that kind of worked, and do that. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And that kind of didn't really work. Hold on. There we go. Bam. You can activate the flower down there. and have that be at your disposal whenever you want to, so that's cool too. So, yeah, we're in a little bit of a lull in terms of new releases at the moment. Animal Crossing comes out in just a few days as of the time of this recording, so you might just already have seen that yourself if you're, keeping up to date on all the latest and greatest BricksOBrian content. But maybe, hey, man, you do whatever you gotta do, all right? So I'm just focused on playing this and showing you what this is all about here. But I figure, I was going through... Oh, geez, that's quite a lot. Oh, and there's a mushroom. I forgot the Mega Mushroom was a thing, so this actually allows me to get an even higher score here. All right? That's cool. The audio here is very, chiptune-like. It's very, yeah, that's what I'm looking for, and there we go. Cool, all right. It kind of goes into this throwback sort of vibe to it in some senses here. Can I cheese it? No? Okay. No cheesing happening over there. I wanted to jump over everything, kind of like you can in the original Super Mario Brothers, but probably not a possibility there, but that's okay. Again, I'm not going for any of the 3 coins in any of the levels intentionally. If I happen to get them, then whoop-de-doo, that's great. But that's never been a goal of mine, so I'm going to hold back on doing that as I typically do. So, I haven't actually played a lot of games that I didn't know beforehand recently. So I realized, a lot of the appeal of my videos, just to divulge into a new topic here, I usually just talk about whatever I talk about, and that's it, I don't have a lot of the times where it's like, all right, well, let me give you tips and tricks on how to play the game. Mario games are pretty straightforward. Not a lot of crazy tips and tricks unless you're getting really complex with it, but that doesn't typically happen with me because that requires actually having skill at a video game, so that doesn't usually happen. And most of the time I haven't actually played something where I'm like, hey, I know this game inside and out, therefore I can just kind of talk about whatever, it's totally, an old experience for me, but a new experience for you probably, and I messed that up real bad, but that's fine. That's totally okay. I should probably aim to get up there. Why not? So this gives me a great opportunity to tell you about my adventures into PAX East 2020, ladies and gentlemen. I just switched to the D-pad because that's a bit better for aiming specifically, controls and whatnot, and I guess I maintained that momentum there. Was that 10 or 70? I'm assuming that's 10 because 70 probably would have netted me another life right there. Obviously want to go for the checkpoint, yeah. So for those of you that don't know, PAX East is the biggest gaming convention in the Northeast. Happens every year at the Boston Convention and Exposition Center. And I was there in full attendance throughout the entire weekend. And I think, yes, 2 spawned right there because I triggered that to appear there. So, oops. Should have just waited for it there, but whatever. Koopa, stop. There we go. So yeah, it's the biggest convention in the Northeast, and I go every single year. I thoroughly enjoy my time. I'd say 75% of the years. Some years are definitely better than others, but I definitely had a great time this past year. I look forward to it every single year, and, it's a time where a lot of people can come together to play video games in whatever capacity they can. Whether that be, actually playing games or, talking about games, going to panels about games, and doing a whole bunch of stuff like that. So I always look forward to it, and I had a very good time. Now we're at the first castle here, so that's cool. I went into this PAX East a different way than what I normally do. I don't have any sort of crazy press credentials or anything like that. I'm just a simple guy, that waits in the lines with everybody else, so it's not like I have some special access privileges or anything like that. I don't really even aim to do that, because a lot of the things that I want to see, I'm willing to wait for, I'm a fairly patient guy, and a lot of my videos don't rely on me needing to, access everything as soon as I possibly need to. I mean, it'd be cool, but, it's not required, so I didn't get, most of the time, people have, appointments that they set up stuff for, So, like, if I wanted to play Animal Crossing, then I would make an appointment with whoever at Nintendo or whatever. But no, I don't have anything like that. So I just go to enjoy my time there, mostly with my friends, if I'm being honest with you. You're supposed to, like, do all this networking and be all professional, and those are skeleton Goombas, which I don't think make very many appearances in games overall. But, you know, you're supposed to be all professional and whatnot, and I do what I can, but it's not as much a networking thing as I feel like I should probably make it. You know, a lot of people fly from all over the country to be there and all that, and I'm just like, yep, I just drive literally 20 minutes here, and I'm good. So it's literally right in my backyard, and I'm very, very thankful that that's the case there. And really, I can't jump on that piranha plant? That seems kind of odd, but okay. I'm just going to cheese it through here. There we go. And I like to make this. Give that to me. Thank you. So, yeah, that's typically the vibe that I go with when I go into PAX East. So I made it very apparent. Anything here? No. Really? Nothing? Wow, all right. Made it very apparent all over the social media channels. Hey, I'm going to be here, so if anyone wants to meet me at this location, let me know beforehand, and I'd be more than happy to. And just like that, these two Triceratops are done.
That was easy.
So, yeah. Went there, and it turns out actually quite a few of you potentially watching right now showed up. It's not necessarily for a super young audience. Most people that go are in their teens and early 20s, but really it's for any age. It's supposed to be a family event. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a family event, only because of the smells that come out of the convention center is more than enough to deter most children, most toddlers from not wanting to go. Doesn't mean they still don't go. They do. They totally do. But hey, man, you know, you wanna risk the stank and show up at PAX? Go ahead, man. But it turns out it actually wasn't even that bad this past year. And yeah, now every time I do something here, it's going to cause it all to go gold, which is cool. Lots of things like that happen throughout the game, because again, the focus is getting all the monies. So yeah. Yeah, it wasn't even that bad this past year, because obviously everyone is very concerned about, you know, staying healthy, being healthy with, you know, washing your hands and making sure you're keeping clean overall. So everyone was a lot more health conscious, I feel like, this past year, which is always great. You know, when you go to a convention, when you do anything in life, make sure you wash your hands, ladies and gentlemen. There should be no circumstances ever where you don't wash your hands. I can't emphasize that enough. Whether you're at a convention or you're, you know, about to eat dinner, or you just feel a little scummy, you know, go wash your hands. It'll make you feel a little bit better there. You know what I mean? So not as much smells happening this past year, so that was good. There was also a increase in, lots of coins here, actually. Wow, okay, cool. That's fine. So, lots of increase of people. More people show up every year. Very crowded. But I actually avoided a lot of the crowds, and I guess I'll get into that in a little while. Thursday was by far the most productive of the days. Can I do that? So that opens up the 5 coin... Well, I can use 5 coins to open up that path. So I'm assuming that's going to take me to world something? Like a new world, and then the item hut over there, which the item hut is obviously where you can get more items to have a stockpile of them, or more lives, which we shouldn't need any. We haven't died, and we have 17 lives so far. So that kind of shows you what you're working with. Let's go with this right here. Yes, okay, cool. So basically, for a limited time, and as long as you don't die, you're good. And as long as you keep going fast through the level, you should be fine, you know? And there we go. So, like, that'll happen, but that's okay. So, not as many people walking around with, you know, smelly armpits or anything like that. Totally great. Thursday was by far the most productive day. This is the day where the least amount of people are here at the convention, because most people are like, all right, I have a normal job. I want to, you know, I don't want to have to take the day off to go to this thing. So that's when I and most other people strike, because it's a lot less crowded than it normally is. So that's great. Can I grab that? Thank you. That's not what I wanted, but sure. I guess I'll risk the biscuit there. That's all good. Beautiful. Yup. Ooh, 50. Beautiful. Very nice. And that does not work. Okay. Just wanted to know. Okay. So my goal was to meet a lot of the creators that I absolutely love, and usually not as many show up as I would have liked. But this year, a lot of the people I do watch myself did show up, and it was great. So I actually met one of my favorite creators, Abdallah Smash. He's very nice, very cool. I met another creator by Arlo. He's like a blue puppet sort of a guy. That was pretty cool. And I met a lot of you, obviously, that are out there tuning in. So that was cool. And there were a lot of panels that were about content creation, how to be better at doing the thing and all that. So that was pretty cool. Lots of this stuff I actually already know, because I'm so old in this situation that I'm in here. I've been doing this for quite a while, so I know a lot about how things go with videos and whatnot. But, for the people that don't necessarily have that experience, that's cool. That's great. How to, properly, hold yourself when making videos. Don't be a dummy. Make sure you're responsible for your actions and all that sort of stuff. And, there's all that, but I'm in a more unique position because I go with the purpose of that is going to, informational panels like that. Most people don't do that because they don't need to or they don't want to. So for a lot of people, the main attraction is playing games, which actually, contrary to the entire purpose of the Penny Arcade Expo, is absolutely not my main purpose of going there, believe it or not. Because, I could stay in line for upwards of 2 hours to play Animal Crossing, or I could just not. So I basically was like, all right, well, instead of doing that, oh, that's actually going to work out very nicely for me. Cool, I'll snag that, thank you. Instead of doing that, I was like, you know what, I'm going to just walk around and look at the different panels and just exist here. Because, when PAX was happening, Animal Crossing was like, 3 weeks away. It's still like 2 weeks away. Like, I can wait 2 weeks to play this game. I don't need to actually wait for, like the line, especially when I'm at a convention and time is of the essence. There's so many more things I could do, so many more people I could see and whatnot. So you really got to figure out what your best interest is time-wise. What do you want to do with your time in general, especially at a convention like this? So, do you want to stay in line for a couple hours and wait for this one particular thing? Or do you want to go to a panel or try to meet up with your friends and whatnot? And meeting up with my friends, because I'm going to the whole topic here. I got the whole kit and caboodle here, as we're about to complete World 1 of New Super Mario Bros. 2. So I'll probably do one world per video, I guess, if it ends up netting out the same time-wise. If I get through each of the worlds as quickly as I have this one, which I doubt, but you never know. I ended up sharing a hotel room with quite a few of my friends. If you watched my Yoshi's Crafted World playthrough, you might remember that last year, it was very much a situation where I was like, all right, well, I'm going to sleep on the floor because there's so many people in this one bed, and like I'm not sharing a bed with 3 people. I'm all set. I actually bought an air mattress, which was great. I actually sleep more comfortably on an air mattress on my own mattress sometimes, so that's great. And I'm just going to keep on zipping through here. Ooh, I should not have made that one, but that's fine. Just going to keep on zooming. Thank you. And yep. Ooh, first death of the playthrough at the mansion here. Ouch. That stinks, but that's fine. I'll hop right back into it. So, at one point, on Saturday night, there was a grand total of 9 people staying in my hotel room for PAX, which was the most that I have ever had in one room ever. Didn't think it would come down to that, but you know what? Sometimes it just kind of happens. You got to roll with it, you know? Sometimes people need a place to stay, and it's all good, you know? So I got an air mattress, slept on the floor, shared the pull-out couch, and all sorts of different situations there. Please be something. Yes, of course there is. There always is something hidden in the banana stand. But, yeah, it was a crazy time. We didn't actually have an issue with sharing the bathroom. I don't think as much. No, you would think that having 9 people use a bathroom at different times would be a massive issue, but it actually didn't end up being too bad. So that's cool. You know, people take showers at night and during the day and whatnot, so I always shower at night. I don't know about a lot of you that might be listening and watching right now, and obviously Roy, by the way, not an issue at all. I don't know about you, but I always shower at night, because what happens to me is I'm a big guy. So when I'm walking around a convention center all day, you get a little smelly. So we can continue this discussion / vent session into the next episode of New Super Mario Bros. 2, because yes, that's you smacking your butt. All right, great, thanks. Not Lemmy. That's not Lemmy. Iggy? I think that's Iggy. Yeah, cool. All right, so we're going to World 2 already. Quite a bit of ways through here. Obviously, it's the desert world, the desert section of the Mushroom Kingdom. We'll see how well it treats us in the next episode of... Oh, there are 8 worlds. That's cool. Of new Super Mario Bros. 2 on the Nintendo 3DS. I'll see you again next time. My name's been Brian Saviano, a.k.a. BricksOBrian. Peace out and have a great day. Bye.